If you watch this video until the end, you will definitely pass your theory test on the first attempt. This is the latest official DVSA styled questions video out there. Today, we will go through 200 essential mock test questions, with the last 10 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Now, let's get started. Question 1. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Water across the road. This sign is found where a shallow stream crosses the road. Heavy rainfall could increase the flow of water. If the water looks too deep or the stream has spread over large distance, stop and find another route. Question 2. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. No through road on the left. This sign shows you that you can't get through to another route by turning left at the junction ahead. Question 3. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. No through road. You won't be able to find a through route to another road. Use this road only for access. Question 4. Which is the sign for a ring road? Answer is B. Ring roads are designed to relieve congestion in towns and city centers. Question 5. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. The right-hand lane is closed. Yellow and black temporary signs may be used to inform you about roadworks or lane restrictions. Look well ahead. If you have to change lanes, do so in good time. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Contraflow system. If you use the right-hand lane in a contraflow system, you'll be traveling with no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Observe speed limits and keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. Question 7. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Lane for heavy and slow vehicles. If you use the right-hand lane in a contraflow system, you'll be traveling with no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Observe speed limits and keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. Question 8. What does a red traffic light mean? Answer is B. You must stop and wait behind the stop line. Where there's a long, steep, uphill gradient on a motorway, a crawler lane may be provided. This helps the traffic to flow by diverting the slower heavy vehicles into a dedicated lane on the left. Question 9. At traffic lights, what does it mean when the amber light shows on its own? Answer is D. Stop at the stop line. When the amber light is showing on its own, the red light will follow next. The amber light means stop, unless you've already crossed the stop line or you're so close to it that stopping may cause a collision. Question 10. You're at a junction controlled by traffic lights. When should you wait at a green light? Answer is D. When your exit from the junction is blocked. As you approach the traffic lights, look into the road you wish to take. Only proceed if your exit road is clear. If the road is blocked, hold back, even if you have to wait for the next green signal. Question 11. You're in the left-hand lane at traffic lights, waiting to turn left. Which signal means you must wait? Answer is B. At some junctions, there may be separate signals for different lanes. These are called filter lights. They're designed to help traffic flow at major junctions. Make sure that you're in the correct lane and proceed if the way is clear and the green light shows for your lane. Question 12. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Traffic lights out of order. You might see this sign where traffic lights are out of order. Proceed with caution, as nobody has priority at the junction. Question 13. Who has priority when traffic lights are out of order? Answer is A. Nobody. When traffic lights are out of order, you should treat the junction as an unmarked crossroads. Be cautious, as you may need to give way or stop. Look for traffic attempting to cross the junction, unaware that it doesn't have priority. Question 14. Where would you find these flashing red light signals? Answer is A. Level crossings. These signals are found at level crossings, swing or lifting bridges, some airfields, and emergency access sites. The flashing red lights mean stop whether or not the way seems to be clear. Question 15. What do these zigzag white lines mean? Answer is A. No parking at any time. The approach to, and exit from, a pedestrian crossing is marked with zigzag lines. You mustn't park on them or overtake the leading vehicle when approaching the crossing. Parking here would block the view for pedestrians and approaching traffic. Question 16. When may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? Answer is B. To pass a road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. You may cross the solid white line to pass a stationary vehicle or to pass a pedal cycle, horse, or road maintenance vehicle if it's traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. You may also cross the solid white line to enter a side road or access a property. Question 17. What does this road marking mean? Answer is D. You're approaching a hazard. A single broken line along the center of the road, with long markings and short gaps, is a hazard warning line. Don't cross it unless you can see that the road is clear well ahead. Question 18. Where would you see this road marking? Answer is D. On road humps. Because the road has a dark color, changes in level aren't easily seen. White triangles painted on the road surface give you an indication of where there are road humps. Question 19. Which diagram shows a hazard warning line? Answer is B. You need to know the difference between the normal center line and a hazard warning line. If there's a hazard ahead, the markings are longer and the gaps shorter. This gives you advance warning of an unspecified hazard. Question 20. Why does this junction have a stop sign and a stop line on the road? Answer is D. Visibility along the major road is restricted. Where emerging traffic has a very restricted view of the main road, you may find a stop sign and a solid white stop line. You must stop at the line and then check carefully before you emerge. Question 21. What does this line across the road at the entrance to a roundabout mean? Answer is A. Give way to traffic from the right. Slow down as you approach the roundabout and check for traffic from the right. If you need to stop and give way, stay behind the broken line until it's safe to emerge onto the roundabout. Question 22. How will a police officer in a patrol vehicle signal for you to stop? Answer is A. Flash the headlights, indicate left and point to the left. You must obey signals given by the police. If a police officer in a patrol vehicle wants you to pull over, they'll indicate this without causing danger to you or other traffic. Question 23. You're approaching a junction where the traffic lights aren't working. What should you do when a police officer gives this signal? Answer is B. Stop at the stop line. When a police officer or traffic warden is directing traffic, you must obey them. They'll use the arm signals shown in the highway code. Learn what these signals mean and obey them. Question 24. What does this arm signal mean? Answer is A. The driver intends to turn left. There might be an occasion where another driver uses an arm signal. This may be because the vehicle's indicators are obscured by other traffic. In order for such signals to be effective, all drivers should know their meaning. Be aware that the left turn signal might look similar to the slowing down signal. Question 25. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is A. Change to the lane on your left. On the motorway, signs sometimes show temporary warnings due to traffic or weather conditions. They may be used to indicate lane closures, temporary speed limits, weather warnings. Question 26. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is C. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. Look out for signs above your lane or on the central reservation. These will give you important information or warnings about the road ahead. To allow for the high speed of motorway traffic, these signs may light up some distance from any hazard. Don't ignore the signs just because the road looks clear to you. Question 27. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Right-hand lane closed ahead. You should change lanes as directed by the sign. Here, the right-hand lane is closed, but the left-hand and center lanes are available. Merging in turn is recommended when it's safe and traffic is going slowly. For example, at roadworks or a road traffic incident. When vehicles are traveling at speed, this isn't advisable and you should move into the appropriate lane in good time. Question 28. What does 25 foot mean on this motorway sign? Answer is B. The number of the next junction. Before you set out on your journey, use a road map to plan your route. When you see an advance warning of your junction, make sure you get into the correct lane in plenty of time. Last-minute harsh braking and cutting across lanes at speed is extremely hazardous. Question 29. How should the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway be used? Answer is D. As an overtaking lane. You should stay in the left-hand lane of a motorway unless you're overtaking another vehicle. The right-hand lane of a motorway is an overtaking lane. It isn't the fast lane. After overtaking, move back to the left when it's safe to do so. Question 30. Where can you find reflective amber studs on a motorway? Answer is B. On the right-hand edge of the road. At night or in poor visibility, reflective studs on the road help you to judge your position on the carriageway. Question 31. Where would you find green reflective studs on a motorway? Answer is A. at slip road entrances and exits. Knowing the colors of the reflective studs on the road will help you judge your position, especially at night, in foggy conditions or when visibility is poor. Question 32. What should you do when you see this sign as you travel along a motorway? Answer is B. Leave the motorway at the next exit. You'll see this sign if the motorway is closed ahead. Pull into the left-hand lane as soon as it's safe to do so. Don't wait until the last moment before you move across, because the lane may be busy and you'll have to rely on another driver making room for you. Question 33. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of motorway. When you leave the motorway, make sure that you check your speedometer. You may be going faster than you realize. Slow down and look for speed limit signs. Question 34. Which sign means that the national speed limit applies? Answer is B. You should know the speed limit for the road on which you're traveling and the vehicle that you're driving. The different speed limits are shown in the highway code. Question 35. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road? Answer is C. 60 miles per hour. If you're traveling on a dual carriageway that becomes a single carriageway road, reduce your speed gradually so that you aren't exceeding the limit as you enter. There might not be a sign to remind you of the limit, so make sure you know the speed limits for different types of road and vehicle. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of restriction. Temporary restrictions on motorways are shown on signs that have flashing amber lights. At the end of the restriction, you'll see this sign without any flashing lights. Question 37. What does this sign indicate? Answer is B. A diversion route. When a diversion route has been put in place, drivers are advised to follow a symbol, which may be a black triangle, square, circle, or diamond shape on a yellow background. Question 38. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is C. Compulsory maximum speed limit. The sign gives you an early warning of a speed restriction. If you're traveling at a higher speed, slow down in good time. You could come across queuing traffic due to roadworks or a temporary obstruction. Question 39. What should you do when you see this sign at a crossroads? Answer is A. Carry on with great care. When traffic lights are out of order, treat the junction as an unmarked crossroads. Be very careful and be prepared to stop. No one has priority. Question 40. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No motorcycles. You must comply with all traffic signs and be especially aware of those signs that apply specifically to the type of vehicle you're using. Question 41. You're on a motorway. A lorry has stopped in the right-hand lane. What should you do when you see this sign on the lorry? Answer is C. Pass the lorry on the left. Sometimes work is carried out on the motorway without closing the lanes. When this happens, signs are mounted on the back of lorries to warn other road users of the roadworks ahead. Question 42. You're on a motorway. What should you do if there's a red cross showing on the signs above your lane only? Answer is B. Don't continue in that lane. A red cross above your lane shows that your lane is closed. You should move into another lane as soon as you can do so safely. Question 43. When may you sound your vehicle's horn? Answer is D. To warn others of your presence. Never sound your vehicle's horn aggressively. You mustn't sound it when driving in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m., or when you're stationary, unless another road user poses a danger. Don't scare animals by sounding your horn. Question 44. Your vehicle is stationary. When may you use its horn? Answer is A. When another road user poses a danger. When your vehicle is stationary, only sound the horn if you think there's a risk of danger from another road user. Don't use it just to attract someone's attention. This causes unnecessary noise and could be misleading. Question 45. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No parking on the days and times shown. Urban clearways are provided to keep traffic flowing at busy times. You may stop only briefly to set down or pick up passengers. Times of operation will vary from place to place, so always check the signs. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Quayside or river bank. You should be careful in these locations, as the road surface is likely to be wet and slippery. There may be a steep drop to the water, and there may not be a barrier along the edge of the road. Question 47. Which sign means you have priority over oncoming vehicles? Answer is C. Even though you have priority, be prepared to give way if other drivers don't. This will help to avoid congestion, confrontation, or even a collision. Question 48. What do the long white lines along the center of the road mean? Answer is C. Hazard warning. The center of the road is usually marked by a broken white line, with lines that are shorter than the gaps. When the lines become longer than the gaps, this is a hazard warning line. Look well ahead for these, especially when you're planning to overtake or turn off. Question 49. What's the reason for the hatched area along the center of this road? Answer is C. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. Areas of hatched markings such as these separate traffic streams that could be a danger to each other. They're often seen on bends or where the road becomes narrow. If the area is bordered by a solid white line, you mustn't enter it except in an emergency. Question 50. Other drivers may sometimes flash their headlights at you. What's the official meaning of this signal? Answer is D. They're warning you of their presence. If other drivers flash their headlights, this isn't a signal to show priority. The flashing of headlights has the same meaning as sounding the horn. It's a warning of their presence. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 51. What does this signal mean? Answer is D. Trams must stop. The white light shows that trams must stop. The green light shows that other vehicles can go if the way is clear. Trams are being introduced into more cities, so you're likely to come across them and you should learn which signs apply to them. Question 52. Where would you find these road markings? Answer is A. At a mini roundabout. These markings show the direction in which the traffic should go at a mini roundabout. Question 53. A police car is following you. What should you do if the police officer flashes the headlights and points to the left? Answer is B. Pull up on the left. You must pull up on the left as soon as it's safe to do so and switch off your engine. Question 54. You see this amber traffic light ahead. Which light, or lights, will come on next? Answer is C. Red alone. At junctions controlled by traffic lights, you must stop behind the white line until the lights change to green. A red light, an amber light, and red and amber lights showing together all mean stop. You may proceed when the light is green unless your exit road is blocked or pedestrians are crossing in front of you. If you're approaching traffic lights that are visible from a distance and the light has been green for some time, be ready to slow down and stop, because the lights are likely to change. Question 55. What does it mean if you see this signal on the motorway? Answer is B. Leave the motorway at the next exit. You'll see this sign if there has been an incident ahead and the motorway is closed. You must obey the sign. Make sure that you prepare to leave in good time. Don't cause drivers to take avoiding action by cutting in at the last moment. Question 56. What must you do when you see this sign? Answer is A. Stop even if the road is clear. Stop signs are situated at junctions where visibility is restricted or where there's heavy traffic. They must be obeyed. You must stop. Look carefully before moving off. Question 57. Which shape is used for a give way sign? Answer is B. Other warning signs are the same shape and color, but the give way triangle points downwards. When you see this sign, you must give way to traffic on the road that you're about to enter. Question 58. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Mini roundabout. When you see this sign, look out for any direction signs and judge whether you need to signal your intentions. Do this in good time so that other road users approaching the roundabout know what you're planning to do. Question 59. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. Be prepared for traffic approaching from junctions on either side of you. Try to avoid unnecessary changing of lanes just before the junction. Question 60. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Two-way traffic straight ahead. This sign may be at the end of a dual carriageway or a one-way street. It's there to warn you of oncoming traffic. Question 61. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Hump bridge. You'll need to slow down. At hump bridges, your view ahead will be restricted and the road will often be narrow. If the bridge is very steep, sound your horn to warn others of your approach. Going over the bridge too fast is highly dangerous to other road users and could even cause your wheels to leave the road, with a resulting loss of control. Question 62. Which sign informs you that you're coming to a no-through road? Answer is C. This sign is found at the entrance to a road that can only be used for access. Question 63. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Direction to Park and Ride car park. To ease the congestion in town centers, some cities and towns provide park and ride schemes. These allow you to park in a designated area and ride by bus into the center. Park and ride schemes are usually cheaper and easier than car parking in the town center. Question 64. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have red and amber showing together? Answer is D. Wait for the green light. Be aware that other traffic might still be clearing the junction as you approach. A green light means you may go on, but only if the way is clear. Question 65. You've stopped at a railway level crossing. What should you do if the red lights continue to flash after a train has gone by? Answer is D. Wait. You must always obey red flashing stoplights. If a train passes but the lights continue to flash, another train will be passing soon. Cross only when the lights go off and the barriers open. Question 66. You're in a tunnel and you see this sign. What does it mean? Answer is C. Direction to an emergency pedestrian exit. If you have to leave your vehicle and get out of a tunnel by an emergency exit, do so as quickly as you can. Follow the signs directing you to the nearest exit point. If there are several people using the exit, don't panic but try to leave in a calm and orderly manner. Question 67. Which sign shows that you're entering a one-way system? Answer is B. If the road has 2 lanes, you can use either lane and overtake on either side. Use the lane that's more convenient for your destination unless signs or road markings indicate otherwise. Question 68. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. With flow bus and cycle lane. Buses and cycles can travel in this lane. In this example, they'll flow in the same direction as other traffic. If it's busy, they may be passing you on the left, so watch out for them. Times on the sign will show the lane's hours of operation. If no times are shown, or there's no sign at all, this means the lane is in operation 24 hours a day. In some areas, other vehicles, such as taxis and motorcycles, are allowed to use bus lanes. The sign will show if this is the case. Question 69. Which of these signs warns you of a zebra crossing? Answer is A. Look well ahead and check the pavements and surrounding areas for pedestrians. Look for anyone walking towards the crossing. Check your mirrors for traffic behind, in case you have to slow down or stop. Question 70. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Zebra crossing ahead. Look well ahead and be ready to stop for any pedestrians crossing, or about to cross, the road. Also check the pavements for anyone who looks like they might step or run into the road. Question 71. Which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? Answer is B. This sign is found in or at the end of a one-way system. It warns you that traffic will be crossing your path from both directions. Question 72. Which signal tells you that the car you're following is going to pull up? Answer is D. There may be occasions when drivers need to give an arm signal to confirm their intentions. This could include in bright sunshine, at a complex road layout, when stopping at a pedestrian crossing, or when turning right just after passing a parked vehicle. You should understand what each arm signal means. If you give arm signals, make them clear, correct, and decisive. Question 73. Which sign means turn left ahead? Answer is B. Blue circles tell you what you must do, and this sign gives a clear instruction to turn left ahead. You should be looking out for signs at all times and know what they mean. Question 74. What should you be aware of if you've just passed this sign? Answer is A. All traffic is going one way. In a one-way system, traffic may pass you on either side. Always be aware of all traffic signs and understand their meaning. Look well ahead and react to them in good time. Question 75. You're approaching traffic lights and the red light is showing. What signal will show next? Answer is D. Red and amber. If you know which light is going to show next, you can plan your approach accordingly. This can help prevent excessive braking or hesitation at the junction. Question 76. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Tunnel ahead. When approaching a tunnel, switch on your dipped headlights. Be aware that your eyes might need to adjust to the sudden darkness. You may need to reduce your speed. Question 77. What does the white line along the side of the road indicate? Answer is D. The edge of the carriageway. A continuous white line is used on many roads to indicate the edge of the carriageway. This can be useful when visibility is restricted. The line is discontinued at junctions, laybys, and entrances to or exits from private drives. Question 78. What does this white arrow on the road mean? Answer is C. Return to your side of the road. The arrow indicates the direction in which to pass hatch markings or double white lines. If you're overtaking, you must return to the left-hand side of the road. Question 79. How should you give an arm signal to turn left? Answer is C. There may be occasions when other road users are unable to see your indicator, such as in bright sunlight or at a busy, complicated junction. In these cases, an arm signal will help others to understand your intentions. Question 80. You're waiting at a T-junction. What should you do if a vehicle is coming from the right, with its left indicator flashing? Answer is D. Wait until the vehicle starts to turn in. Other road users may give misleading signals. When you're waiting at a junction, don't emerge until you're sure of their intentions. Question 81. When may you use hazard warning lights while you're driving? Answer is B. On a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway, to warn of a hazard ahead. When there's queuing traffic ahead and you have to slow down or even stop, briefly showing your hazard warning lights will help alert the traffic behind to the hazard. Question 82. Why should you make sure that your indicators are cancelled after turning at a junction? Answer is D. To avoid misleading other road users. Leaving your indicators on could confuse other road users and may even lead to a crash. Be aware that if you haven't turned sharply, your indicators may not self-cancel and you'll need to turn them off manually. Question 83. You're driving in busy traffic. You want to pull up just after a junction on the left. When should you signal? Answer is A. As you're passing or just after the junction. You need to signal to let other drivers know your intentions. However, if you indicate too early, they may think you're turning left into the junction. Correct timing of the signal is very important to avoid misleading others. Question 84. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. This sign is a reminder to pedestrians to look out for buses and pedal cycles approaching from the right. Question 85. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Stopping place for buses. This sign shows that this is a stopping place for buses. Question 86. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Stopping place for tourist buses. This sign shows that this is a stopping place for tourist buses to allow passengers to take photographs. Question 87. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Local buses may stand at all times. This sign tells you that this is a place where local buses may stand, from which all other vehicles are prohibited during the time shown. Question 88. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Shared route for pedal cycles and pedestrians only. This sign shows that this is a shared route for pedal cycles and pedestrians only. Question 89. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Pedal cycles are prohibited. This sign tells you that riding pedal cycles is prohibited. Question 90. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Separated track and path for pedal cycles and pedestrians. Separated track and path for pedal cycles and pedestrians. Question 91. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Route for pedal cycles only. This sign shows a route that is for pedal cycles only. Question 92. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Pedal cycle route crossing or joining road ahead. This sign warns you of a pedal cycle route crossing or joining road ahead. Question 93. What does this yellow panel indicate? Answer is C. Waiting restrictions. This yellow panel indicates that there are waiting restrictions within the zone. Question 94. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Waiting prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 4 consecutive months. This sign tells you that waiting is prohibited 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for at least 4 consecutive months. Question 95. What does this sign tell you? Answer is B. Waiting prohibited between times shown on the sign. This sign tells you that waiting is prohibited between times shown. Question 96. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Pedal cyclists to dismount at end of a cycle lane, track or route. This sign tells pedal cyclists to dismount at end of a cycle lane, track or route. Question 97. This sign tells you that vehicles may be. Answer is C. Parked partially on the verge or footway. This sign tells you that vehicles may be parked partially on the verge or footway. Question 98. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. No stopping. No stopping, not even to pick up or set down passengers. Question 99. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No vehicles except pedal cycles being pushed by hand. A circular road sign with a red border indicates a prohibition. In this case, no vehicles, except pedal cycles being pushed by hand, are allowed to proceed. Question 100. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is D. Distance to deceleration lane. Countdown markers indicate the distance to the start of the deceleration lane. Each bar represents about 100 yards. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 101. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is B. Leave motorway at next exit. This tells you to leave the motorway at the next exit. Question 102. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Nature reserve. Symbols are often used to indicate the type of destination. This one is for a nature reserve. Question 103. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Beach. Symbols are often used to indicate the type of destination. This one is for a beach. Question 104. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Diversion route. This is a sign that indicates a diversion route. Question 105. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Vehicle checks. Temporary signs like this are put out when vehicles are to be stopped for an excise license check or vehicle inspection. Question 106. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Lane ahead is closed and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. A white diagonal arrow means that the lane is closed ahead and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. Question 107. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Road charging schemes. This sign is used to indicate road charging schemes. Question 108. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Traffic signals ahead. This sign indicates traffic signals ahead. Question 109. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. No right turn. This sign indicates that there is no right turn. Question 110. Where would you usually see this road sign? Answer is C. On a motorway. You would usually see this sign on a motorway. Question 111. If you see alternatively flashing red lights, what must you do? Answer is A. Stop. Alternatively flashing red lights indicate that you must stop. Question 112. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. End of temporary restrictions. This sign indicates an end of temporary restrictions. Question 113. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Roundabout. This sign indicates a roundabout. Question 114. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Mandatory with flow pedal cycle lane. This sign indicates a mandatory with-flow pedal cycle lane. Other vehicles must not use this part of the carriageway except to pick up or set down passengers. Question 115. What does this sign show? Answer is B. Temporary maximum speed. This sign shows the temporary maximum speed, advised for prevailing traffic conditions. Question 116. You are coming up to a junction and see the following sign. What does it mean? Answer is A. It's a T-junction. This is a warning sign and it tells you that you are at a T-junction. Question 117. You are turning left at a junction and see this sign. What does it mean? Answer is B. You are at a crossroads. This is a warning sign and it tells you that you are at a crossroads. Question 118. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is C. Traffic merges from the left. This warning sign tells you about merging traffic on your left. Question 119. Which sign can be used together with this plate? Answer is B. The roundabout sign. The following plate can be used together with roundabout or bend signs. Question 120. What does the following sign mean? Answer is C. End of dual carriageway. This sign warns you that you have reached the end of the dual carriageway. Question 121. Whilst you are driving, you spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. An upcoming bridge. This triangular sign warns you about an upcoming hump bridge. Question 122. What does this sign warn you about? Answer is C. Soft verges. This sign warns you of soft verges. Question 123. What does the following sign mean? Answer is B. Slippery road. This sign warns you that the road is slippery. Question 124. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is A. Risk of falling rocks. This warning sign warns you about falling or fallen rocks. Question 125. What does the following sign warn you about? Answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles. This sign warns you about slow-moving vehicles. Question 126. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is C. Traffic queues likely ahead. This warning sign tells you about likely queues ahead. Question 127. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is B. Pedestrians on road. This sign warns you of pedestrians on the road. Question 128. You come across the following sign. What does it mean? Answer is B. Horse-drawn vehicles likely to be on the road. This sign warns you that horse-drawn vehicles are likely to be on the road. Question 129. You are traveling along a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. Double bend first to the left. This triangular sign warns you about a double bend to your left. Question 130. What does the following sign mean? Answer is B. No motor vehicles except solo motorcycles. A red ring means prohibition. The sign tells you that no motor vehicles are allowed apart from solo motorcycles. Question 131. You come across the following sign. What does it mean? Answer is D. No ridden or accompanied horses. A red circle indicates prohibition. The sign tells you that no ridden or accompanied horses are allowed here. Question 132. You are traveling along a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. No pedestrians. A red circle indicates prohibition. The sign tells you that no pedestrians are allowed. Question 133. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is C. No vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown. This is a regulatory sign with a red circle suggesting some sort of prohibition. The sign tells you that no vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown are allowed. Question 134. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. No overtaking. A red circle indicates prohibition. This is a sign for no overtaking. Question 135. What does the following sign mean? Answer is D. Give way to oncoming vehicles. Where a road or bridge is very narrow, priority must be given to traffic from the other direction. There will usually be a give way line indicating where to wait. Question 136. You are driving and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. Keep left. A blue circle usually indicates a positive instruction. The sign tells you to keep left. Question 137. You are driving along a road and see this sign. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. One-way traffic. A blue sign indicates a positive instruction. It is telling you that there is one-way traffic ahead. Question 138. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. The national speed limit applies. The national speed limit for the type of road and class of traffic applies. Question 139. You are driving along a road and see this traffic sign. What should you do? Answer is B. Not exceed 40 miles per hour. The sign tells you the maximum speed limit, in miles per hour, at which you should drive if it's safe to do so. Question 140. Where would you usually see this road sign? Answer is D. At the start of a motorway. This sign is found at the start of a motorway. It tells you the motorway regulations and includes the national speed limit, unless a different speed limit is signed. Question 141. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Minimum speed permitted, in miles per hour. This is a minimum speed permitted sign. You should drive at over 30 miles per hour unless it is impracticable or unsafe to. Question 142. What does this sign tell you? Answer is A. End of minimum speed requirement. This is an end of minimum speed requirement sign. Question 143. You are driving along a road and see this sign. What does it mean? Answer is A. Speed camera nearby on a road with a 30 mph speed limit. This sign means that there is a speed camera nearby on a lit road with a 30 mph speed limit, i.e. where there are no speed limit repeater signs. Question 144. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Enforcement cameras are in use. This sign is a reminder that enforcement cameras are in use, may be supplemented by a speed limit sign. Question 145. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Start of a speed limit at the boundary of a town or village. This is a start of a speed limit sign. It is found at the boundary of a town or village. Question 146. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Two cameras are in use to measure average speed. Cameras are in operation on this road. Two cameras are used to measure the average speed of a vehicle between 2 points. Question 147. What does this sign tell you? Answer is D. No vehicles over the height shown may pass the sign. No vehicles over the height shown may pass the sign, height shown in metric and imperial units. Question 148. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Height restriction ahead. Advance warning of a mandatory height restriction ahead. The sign may include an arrow if the restriction is on a side road. Question 149. What does this sign tell you? Answer is D. Level crossing with a gate or barrier. This sign tells you that there is a level crossing with a gate or barrier. Question 150. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Level crossing without a gate or barrier. This sign is used to indicate a level crossing without a gate or barrier. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 151. How can you identify traffic signs that give orders? Answer is A. They are circular with a red border. There are three basic types of traffic sign: those that warn, those that inform, and those that give orders. Generally, triangular signs warn, rectangular signs give information or directions, and circular signs give orders. An exception is the 8-sided stop sign. Question 152. What shape are traffic signs giving orders? Answer is D. Road signs in the shape of a circle give orders. Those with a red circle are mostly prohibitive. The stop sign is octagonal to give it greater prominence. Signs giving orders must always be obeyed. Question 153. Which type of sign tells you what you must not do? Answer is B. Signs in the shape of a circle give orders. A sign with a red circle means that you aren't allowed to do something. Study Know Your traffic signs to ensure that you understand what the different traffic signs mean. Question 154. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Maximum speed limit with traffic calming. If you're in a place where there are likely to be pedestrians, for example, outside a school, near a park, in a residential area, or in a shopping area, you should be cautious and keep your speed down. Many local authorities have taken steps to slow traffic down by creating traffic calming measures such as road humps. They're there for a reason. Slow down. Question 155. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. End of 20 miles per hour zone. Where you see this sign, the 20 miles per hour restriction ends and a 30 miles per hour restriction starts. Check all around for possible hazards and only increase your speed if it's safe to do so. Question 156. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No motor vehicles. A sign will indicate which types of vehicles are prohibited from certain roads. Make sure that you know which signs apply to the vehicle you're using. Question 157. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. No entry. No entry signs are used in places such as one-way streets to prevent vehicles driving against the traffic. To ignore one would be dangerous, both for yourself and for other road users, as well as being against the law. Question 158. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. No right turn. The no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 159. Which sign means no entry? Answer is D. Look for and obey traffic signs. Disobeying or not seeing a sign could be dangerous. It may also be an offense for which you could be prosecuted. Question 160. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Route for trams only. Avoid blocking tram routes. Trams are fixed on their route and can't maneuver around other vehicles or pedestrians. Modern trams travel quickly and are quiet, so you might not hear them approaching. Question 161. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to? Answer is B. High vehicles. The triangular shapes above and below the dimensions indicate a height restriction that applies to the road ahead. Question 162. Which sign means no motor vehicles allowed? Answer is D. This sign is used to enable pedestrians to walk free from traffic. It's often found in shopping areas. Question 163. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. No overtaking. Road signs that prohibit overtaking are placed in locations where passing the vehicle in front is dangerous. If you see this sign, don't attempt to overtake. The sign is there for a reason. You must obey it. Question 164. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Waiting restrictions apply. There'll be a plate or additional sign to tell you when the restrictions apply. Question 165. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. End of restricted parking area. Even though you've left the restricted area, make sure that you park where you won't endanger other road users or cause an obstruction. Question 166. Which sign means no stopping? Answer is C. Stopping where this clearway restriction applies is likely to cause congestion. Allow the traffic to flow by obeying the signs. Question 167. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No stopping. This is the sign for a clearway. Clearways are stretches of road where you aren't allowed to stop unless it's an emergency. Stopping where these restrictions apply may be dangerous and is likely to cause an obstruction. Restrictions might apply for several miles, and this may be indicated on the sign. Question 168. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Distance to parking place ahead. If you intend to stop and rest, this sign allows you time to reduce speed and pull over safely. Question 169. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Vehicles may park fully on the verge or footway. In order to keep roads free from parked cars, there are some areas where you're allowed to park on the verge. Only do this where you see the sign. Parking on verges or footways anywhere else could lead to a fine. Question 170. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is A. Give priority to oncoming traffic. Priority signs are normally shown where the road is narrow and there isn't enough room for two vehicles to pass. Examples are narrow bridges, roadworks, and where there's a width restriction. Make sure you know who has priority. Don't force your way through. Show courtesy and consideration to other road users. Question 171. What's the meaning of this traffic sign? Answer is D. You have priority over vehicles coming towards you. Don't force your way through. Show courtesy and consideration to other road users. Although you have priority, make sure oncoming traffic is going to give way before you continue. Question 172. What shape is a stop sign? Answer is D. To make it easy to recognize, the stop sign is the only sign of this shape. You must stop and take effective observation before proceeding. Question 173. In winter, road signs can become covered by snow. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Stop. The stop sign is the only road sign that's octagonal. This is so that it can be recognized and obeyed even if it's obscured, for example, by snow. Question 174. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Minimum speed 30 miles per hour. This sign is shown where slow-moving vehicles would impede the flow of traffic, for example, in tunnels. However, if you need to slow down or even stop to avoid an incident or potential collision, you should do so. Question 175. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Pass either side to get to the same destination. These signs are often seen in one-way streets that have more than one lane. When you see this sign, use the route that's the most convenient and doesn't require a late change of direction. Question 176. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Route for trams. Take extra care when you encounter trams. Look out for road markings and signs that alert you to them. Modern trams are very quiet and you may not hear them approaching. Question 177. What messages are given by circular traffic signs that have a blue background? Answer is B. They give mandatory instructions. Signs with blue circles generally give mandatory instruction. These are often found in urban areas and include signs for mini roundabouts and directional arrows. Question 178. Where would you see a contraflow bus lane? Answer is B. On a one-way street. The traffic permitted to use a contraflow lane travels in the opposite direction to traffic in the other lanes on the road. Question 179. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Contraflow bus lane. There will also be markings on the road surface to indicate the bus lane. You mustn't use this lane for parking or overtaking. Question 180. What does a sign with a brown background show? Answer is D. Tourist directions. Signs with a brown background give directions to places of interest. They're often seen on a motorway, directing you along the easiest route to the attraction. Question 181. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Tourist attraction. These signs indicate places of interest and are designed to guide you by the easiest route. They're particularly useful when you're unfamiliar with the area. Question 182. What's the purpose of triangular-shaped signs? Answer is D. To give warnings. Triangular signs warns you of hazards ahead. Make sure you look at each sign that you pass on the road, so that you don't miss any vital instructions or information. Question 183. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. T-junction. This type of sign warns you of hazards ahead. Make sure you look at each sign and road marking that you pass, so that you don't miss any vital instructions or information. This sign shows there's a T-junction with priority over vehicles from the right. Question 184. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Risk of ice. It will take up to 10 times longer to stop when it's icy. Where there's a risk of icy conditions, you need to be aware of this and take extra care. If you think the road may be icy, don't brake or steer harshly, as your tires could lose their grip on the road. Question 185. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Crossroads. The priority through the junction is shown by the broader line. You need to be aware of the hazard posed by traffic crossing or pulling out onto a major road. Question 186. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Roundabout. As you approach a roundabout, look well ahead and check all signs. Decide which exit you wish to take and move into the correct position as you approach the roundabout, signaling as required. Question 187. What information would be shown in a triangular road sign? Answer is D. Road narrows. Warning signs are there to make you aware of potential hazards on the road ahead. Take note of the signs so you're prepared and can take whatever action is necessary. Question 188. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Cycle route ahead. Where there's a cycle route ahead, a sign will show a bicycle in a red warning triangle. Watch out for children on bicycles and cyclists rejoining the main road. Question 189. Which sign means that pedestrians may be walking along the road? Answer is C. When you pass pedestrians in the road, leave plenty of room. You might have to use the right-hand side of the road, so look well ahead, as well as in your mirrors, before pulling out. Take great care if a bend in the road obscures your view ahead. Question 190. Which sign means there's a double bend ahead? Answer is D. Triangular signs give you a warning of hazards ahead. They're there to give you time to prepare for the hazard, for example, by adjusting your speed. Question 191. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Give way to trams. Obey the give way signs. Trams are unable to steer around you if you misjudge when it's safe to enter the junction. Question 192. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Humps in the road. These humps have been put in place to slow the traffic down. They're usually found in residential areas. Slow down to an appropriate speed. Question 193. Which sign means the end of a dual carriageway? Answer is A. If you're overtaking, make sure you move back safely into the left-hand lane before you reach the end of the dual carriageway. Question 194. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. End of dual carriageway. Don't wait until the last moment before moving into the left-hand lane. Plan ahead and don't rely on other traffic letting you in. Question 195. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Side winds. A warning sign with a picture of a windsock indicates that there may be strong side winds. This sign is often found on exposed roads. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 196. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is A. Danger ahead. This sign is there to alert you to the likelihood of danger ahead. It may be accompanied by a plate indicating the type of hazard. Be ready to reduce your speed and take avoiding action. Question 197. You're about to overtake. What should you do when you see this sign? Answer is A. Hold back until you can see clearly ahead. You won't be able to see any hazards that might be hidden in the dip. As well as oncoming traffic, the dip may conceal cyclists, horse riders, parked vehicles, pedestrians in the road. Question 198. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Level crossing with gate or barrier. Some crossings have gates but no attendant or signals. You should stop, look both ways, listen and make sure that no train is approaching. If there's a telephone, contact the signal operator to make sure it's safe to cross. Question 199. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Trams crossing ahead. This sign tells you to beware of trams. If you don't usually drive in a town where there are trams, remember to look out for them at junctions and look for tram rails, signs and signals. Question 200. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Steep hill downwards. This sign gives you an early warning that the road ahead will slope downhill. Prepare to alter your speed and gear. Looking at the sign from left to right will show you whether the road slopes uphill or downhill. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.